name is Kent Bernard Jr. I want to talk about family reconciliation or family reunification. I've been in a bunch of programs, and sometimes it's part of the case plan. But I was starting to wonder why every time, like, we would do all these things in the case plan, but there never was really like a bona fide plan or program to reunify family. And I'm not talking about like, I lost my kids. It's more like your siblings, a parent, aunts, uncles, things like that. Because in the absence of not being there, there's all kind of dysfunction that goes on. And I've been experiencing that. I've noticed here, people who like really reveal like really personal things. And so I was hoping that I could have the courage to do that. I said my name is Ken Bernard Jr. I'm a junior. I am also a product of rape. That means that I was born of unconsensual sex. And I was born in the 60s, and so in the Midwest, country folk and stuff like that, so my mom's problem became a shotgun wedding. Because she even says these days, like, yeah, I'm gonna carry that to the grave. But then how do I get rid of all this trauma if I'm carrying shit to the grave? Like, I gotta speak on it. It's not gonna go away. And then we live at different times, She was born in the late 40s. I was born in the 60s. It's totally different. And so, wow, I never seen you guys so attentive, right on. Yeah, I wasn't sure of that. All right. With that being said, I was hoping to at least mention a possible way of creating some type of program that can actually make family unification possible. And how would that look? It would look almost like people that lost their kids to CPS and try to have maybe classes, maybe monitored visits, maybe some therapy, and those types of things. But in my case, like, not everything is it's not possible. But that doesn't mean that I don't want it for at least myself or for others, because that's because I see how others suffer. But I try to, like, for myself, to be selfless, because like that's really important to me. Because there was a time in my addiction when I was a very selfish person, and so like changing all that around is like really an extreme thing for me, and I take a lot of pride in that. And so so that's my pitch to Homeboys. It's because it's something that's necessary for a lot of people. I've being in prison, I thought I had problems and stuff, but I've seen people that get high with their parents and just really have a lot of dysfunction. And then how do you repair that? A lot of times we try to repair it, like we're going to meetings and stuff like that, but what's required of the other people, and what are they doing to help? And sometimes like we're on one level, and then we didn't passed up our parents, we didn't passed up our kids that we're absent from, because now if they're, especially for us guys, if they're with the other parent and the other parent is still stuck in a dysfunction, and then I've improved over here, we're living two separate lives, So I just hope and pray for my children that they're considerate, kind, put God first, all those things. And the irony of it, like this became an argument with my baby mama last time I visited, and my kid just texted me and said, hey, are you going to my brother's game? Like, this is his final senior game, which is a really big deal this week, so I'm really excited about that. But anyway, Marianne Williamson, she wrote this poem or this quote, and it was later done by Nelson Mandela, and I thought it was appropriate, and I'd like to share it. Our greatest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our greatest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us. Ask ourselves, who am I to be, who am I to be brilliant, gorgeous, talented, fabulous? Actually, who are you not to be? Your playing small does not serve the world. We were born to make manifest the glory of God that is within us. And as we let our own light shine, we unconsciously give other people permission to do the same. All right, thank you.